Dave thought he has had a high enough score, but let's not forget the legend, the living legend, Mike Stewart, took that one out.
Hands down.
And there you go. So progressing through to the final, the first two finalists, Mike Stewart, the legend from Hawaii, with a combined score of 8.15. Sam Bennett, the 21-year-old Grom from Port Macquarie, Australia, has progressed through to his first ever pipe final.
How's the Groms attacking PLC right there?
He's a superstar of the sport, mate. That's your world champion. And I hope the webcast team can pan up to the other end of the beach and show the online audience the number of people up here on the beach, because you've got the world's best riders there, but if you look up the beach, there is a crowd of thousands up on the beach, and it's all building, they're all coming down here, because we are less than 1 hour away from the final of the Pipe Challenge. We know already Mike Stewart is in the final. We know already, but let's go back out to the water. It looks like up and riding. We have someone
up and riding in the yellow jersey. That is Dave Winchester. He's in semifinal number 2, going for a big air roll spin on the shoulder. Finds his way back into the barrel, and he comes out of that section with another roll. Winnie making something out of another. Jeff Hubbard from behind the lip pulls into another section, and he is coming out with the whitewash, and that was it. Comes out with the big old foam ball that came out of there.
Oh, Manny,
Jeff
where
Hubbard.
are we at? That was an amazing start by Winnie. The beach erupts. But yeah, the crowd erupting for Mike Stewart, the legend. He's made another pipe final. He's stoked, and so is bodyboarding, because we were at Fronton last year. It looked like he was knocked out of the World Tour. There's Connor McGee. He'll give him a big bear hug. You know, a bit of Hawaiian love. And
can you imagine if Mike Stewart comes out full steam and just takes the pipe title away from everybody? That's going to happen in the next hour, so don't go anyway. Look at that wingnut even coming down.
This was Winnie's last wave, Manny.
Oh,
he got
my.
a nice little barrel. He gets up there, and then he does this. I'm almost speechless. He gets up, done an ARS, and it's okay, will he land it? Not only will he land it, he tweaks it around into the barrel, rides out, then rolls out of there. So judges still deliberating on this, but that is milking the wave for everything that it's worth. And Winnie's thrown down the gauntlet to the Hubbard brothers. There's out the back. Look at that amazing footage. Hub still waiting. So scores yet to drop, Manny. Trying to regather here, but this is just crazy. Replay of Hubs.
All right, here's another look at Jeff Hubbard's last wave. As you can see, he just narrowly escapes the lip from hitting him or his board and ruining everything that he can do in the barrel. But he makes it inside the barrel, finds his line, and comes out with the foam ball. And he realizes there's not anything left on that wave, so he cuts out of the wave. And on the way back out, look at this. Jeff Hubbard once again.
Oh, look at this. Jeff Hubbard pulls in. He'll get out of here. He gets out of all of them. So what he'll do next is the question. Another spin in the pocket. Almost loses it, but great control. That's 2 solid starts, but I think Dave Hubbard's going to pedal into this one, Manny.
All right, Dave Hubbard's first wave in the blue jersey and the new ponytail up above his head. Not enough speed to come out of that barrel right there. That is Dave Hubbard in the blue jersey. Woo!
Keep focused, Manny. Keep focused. We'll see if the webcast team can grab that action on the beach.
But, oh, my. It is insane.
Start. No scores have dropped yet, Manny, so we're just waiting for the judges. But here we go. First wave of Jeff Hubbard was a 6.0. That wasn't the second wave we saw. That was the first one where he just got that barrel. But here's his second wave replay, Manny.
He just caught a wave, got back out to the lineup, and he grabbed this wave, slides under the barrel, and stays in as long as he can. And before he even gets a chance to see what's ahead, pulls a nice, clean, tight spin on the face of the wave in the pocket. Solid wave right there for Mr. Jeffrey Hubbard.
Okay, so judges yet to drop in Dave Winchester's score. It was such a busy wave. They're probably still deliberating what to think of it, but there it goes. It drops in with a 7.3. So that's the highest scoring wave of the heat so far. So that first wave of the Australian, Dave Winchester in the yellow jersey, 7.3. But Jeff Hubbard now has 2 scores in the bank, and he's in first position. So Jeff Hubbard from Hawaii, the defending Pipe Challenge champion, was a 7.15. So combined score of 13.15. Dave Winchester just the one way with a 7.3. Dave Hubb didn't ride out of that other one. That's a 2.25. And Ben Player, the man we've spoke about, can he win that elusive pipe crown? Yet to catch a wave. But we saw him use priority very early on in the quarterfinal. He used it to perfection and snuck into the semi-final with perfection. And let's just wait and see, because we've got some sets rolling in, and Ben Player's sitting there having a look at it. He knows what's going to work, and he doesn't think that one's it.
Woo! All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just tuning in, this is the hot and heavy action going down here at the infamous pipeline on the North Shore of Oahu. This is the IBA Pipe Challenge brought to you by Ocean Current. This is the first stop on the 2012 IBA World Tour. And currently out in the water, semifinal number 2 in the red jersey. We got Jeff Hubbard in the white jersey, Ben Player in the yellow jersey, Dave Winchester, and in the blue jersey, David Hubbard. So we got 2 Hawaiians, the Hubbard brothers versus the 2 Australians, Ben Player and Dave Winchester. All of these guys in this heat definitely could be a final in itself. But only 2 will advance on to face off, Mike Stewart and the young gun, Sam Bennett from Australia.
Okay, looking at this, look, Ben Player has a look. He says, I'm going to let that one go. It's not exactly what he's after. Winnie will have it. No, Jeff Hubb had a sniff. But people, straight after this, we're less than an hour away. We're about an hour and 15 away from crowning our pipe champion. We've got this semi-final first. But then straight after that, wait, hang on. Dave Hubb's going to look at this, Manny.
All right, David Hubbard sneaks onto the barrel, finds the barrel, and stays as long as he can. Whoa, is this a repeat of his brother's last wave?
Yeah.
Look like the same size and a nice, clean, tight spin in the pocket, just like what we saw from Jeff Hubbard. Let's take another look.
Okay, there he goes. He's got distinctive hair, distinctive board. He rides a barrel perfectly, and he sees he's on his way out, but he rides it high, and nice spin in the pocket. He's surfing really well. He's only got 1 score on the board at the moment, a 2.25, and look, there's a big rivalry between Dave Hubbard and Ben Player. They've been on tour together for years, and there's a real rivalry, so I'm sure they'll both be enjoying this moment to take on each other in perfect pipe. So, Manny, I'm going to check out soon. Ben Player yet to catch wave. Just a few shout-outs to the crowd. Bodyboardbet.com is up and running. You can bet on who you think will win the final. We have a 20-minute break, which is the Legends heat, but Dave Winchester.
All right, in the yellow jersey, Dave Winchester from Australia coming around that section, looking for a big Mickaloo. Oh, and a big backflip right there from Dave Winchester. I almost lost my wording right there. Almost as high as PLC's big backflip that we've seen in semifinal number 2, but that was a lot cleaner from PLC's maneuver. Let's take another look at Dave Winchester.
Look at this, Winnie. It gets the barrel. That's it. Sees nut. There's a section there. I want to hit it, and perfect. Yeah, that's a big backflip. Yeah, and look, they dropped a high score for PLC when he pulled that off. Maybe not quite as much pop as PLC's one, but still amazing bodyboarding, amazing surfing, and that's the thing I love about bodyboarding, Manny. You see the surfers out here get the deep barrels, but they get the deep barrels, then they're out of there. The bodyboarders get the barrels, they're not happy. They're flipping and backflipping and ARS out.
Yes, definitely much more exciting to watch on the webcam. And all these guys are pumped right now because they're riding one of the best waves in the world, and that's where they get to, have fun, because this is what they do at, crazy slabs around the world, and here they are having fun in pipe.
Okay, these riders aren't going to give us a rest. We've got Jeff Hubb, the defending champion, up and riding. He's going up. Oh, big ARS. He's not done yet. He's going to keep riding that to the inside section. Oh, do it again, he says. And look at that. That is why he's the defending and 2-time world champion. Jeff Hubbard, unluckily just missed out on the world title last year, but let's have a look at this again, Manny. 2 ARSs on a pipe bomb.
All right, when you see guys like this come around the entire section, their sights are on the lip. Now, they hit the lip, big aerial maneuvers, and that was a gigantic backflip right there, or air roll spin. Another air roll spin on the inside. Everybody calls it an ARS, but you combine the air, the roll, and the spin, and that's what you get. Jeff Hubbard throwing down 2 of them on one wave.
Who would have thought we would have been seeing these at a pipe semi-final? It said people sort of forget, like he's just a freak. But let's have a look at, they got Dave Winchester up on the screen. He's considered one of the best riders in the world, and he is on fire. He's currently holding down first position. Well, he was holding down first position until Jeff Hubbard just dropped a 9.4, and I cannot. Jeff Hubbard in first position. You've got Jeff Hubbard, the Hawaiian, in red, in first place, 16.55 with 9.4 on that last wave. Dave Winchester in second with 2 solid scores of 15.15. But the big news is, he's gone up again, Manny.
Wow, Jeff Hubbard again. This is Jeff Hubbard pulling in deep on this barrel at pipe. Is he too deep? Yes, this little wave, the north came in, closed off the section, and Jeff Hubbard just got shut down in that barrel. And a lot of people are gathering out in front of the scaffolding, and I don't know if we got a camera shot of that, But the Legends
Legends.
Heat. The Legends Heat was a hit last year. We had some of the pioneers of the sport, some of the legends of the sport coming out and going out and having a fun day at Pipe with just them for 20 minutes. And that's going to happen once
Look at
again.
this.
Here it
Look at
is.
this for a lineup.
Look at this.
The
On the
wing
far
nut.
end,
Oh, yeah.
we have in orange, Harry Atampala, and green with the cool cowboy hat, Hauli Reeves. And this is Wingnut in the yellow jersey right next to Hauli Reeves. And
Paddy
in the
Caldwell.
white jersey, the innovator of the roll, it is Pat Caldwell.
Isn't that Lankin Requilio there?
That is Lance Ronquillo in the red jersey, strapping it down too. And our boy, Alex Kinimaka, in the black tank top and black beanie. They are some of the living legends right now.
Look at the crowd gathering. Andrew Lesser's just come out of his heat. And
you know what?
he's-
I think I'm going to leave you. I want to get a couple snaps of this.
Sorry, Manny. I think the big prize, Alex Leon's got your camera, and he'll be getting you some gold. And there's no doubt the IBA media team will be snapping it up as well, and we'll get all those shots on the IBA website for everyone to see. But the great thing about bodyboarding is that it has such an amazing history. This is the 29th Pipe Challenge. The sport of bodyboarding recently celebrated its 40th birthday. The World Tour has been going for 30 years. This isn't new, man. This is a sport with deep roots, and it's great that we recognise and acknowledge these roots, because in my mind, you're not a sport until you have a history, and there is no doubt that bodyboarding has a very rich history.
It was 1971 when Tom Morey created the bodyboard, and look at this. We are deep into 2012. Harry Antipala, one of my favorites. He's in the orange jersey. He was part of the crew, the Kauai Classic crew, and he was part of this controversial group of riders that came on to the professional scene and just caused mayhem. They competed as a group and were taking out the big hitters, Ben Severson, Mike Stewart, and Jason Brown, Kyle Milagro, Chris Burkhart. Oh, man, who else was it part of that Kauai Classic? There was, oh, man, I know I'm missing somebody. We'll get one of those guys to come in
Brian
here.
Wise was there.
Unbelievable.
Look at that.
Yeah.
The boys,
Chris Tenberg, that's the one I was skipping out. Chris Burkhart and Chris Tenberg, all these guys, the Quiet Classic. Look at this. Brian Wise is heading back out.
Listen to the
Lance
crowd, Manny.
Ronquillo. Unbelievable. This is going to be a fun heat to watch, but let's not forget, we do have a semifinal out in the water with 17 minutes remaining. And yes, coming up into the camera, Howley Reeves in the green jersey. This guy put aerial maneuvers at Pipe on the map. Pat Caldwell, the innovator of the roll, back then known as the Rollo. He is also making himself down to the water's edge.
Manny, let's not forget the action in the water, but actually there hasn't been any action in the water. There's been 5 minutes go without a wave, but more importantly,
you know what?
Ben player yet to get a wave.
I think Mother Nature did that on purpose. Respect to the veterans and the legends of bodyboarding. Just enough time to
some sets rolling in, Manny. Ben player
Say
holding
hello.
down priority. He's going to head out there and see what he can do. Yet to catch a wave. Again, we've just told how elusive this title is for Benny player, and I know how much he wants it, and so he's going to try to open up his account with that. He lets that one go. But it looks like Dave Hubbard, Benny, up and right in.
All right, Dave Hubbard finding a medium-sized wave, comes in, pulls in behind the section, and it's not enough speed for him to punch through that wave. That was David Hubbard in blue. He's currently sitting in third.
Winnie's going to have a look at this one, Manny. A smaller inside one, but he's going to get a barrel. Will it pinch?
Oh, it looked like that section came in and just created a bigger wave, a shock wave inside, and just created too much turbulence for him to come through that wave.
Okay, then let me just get through these shout-outs, and then I can hop off and enjoy the final. But very quickly, as I said, we've got bodyboard bets. So we've seen the legends. Got the legends heat coming in. They're going to give me a replay. They don't want me to talk. You've got Dave Winchester, little one here. It pinches on him. He doesn't ride out of that. So unfortunately, that won't better his 7.3 previous score. But yeah, so you can bet live on the final. Bodyboardbet.com. Hop on. You've got 20 minutes between the semi-final and the final to make a call on who you think will win this Pipe final. We know already Mike Stewart and Sam Bennett are in there. But Will, it looks like Jeff Hubbard and Dave Winchester are the ones who are going to, a best position. But Ben Player sitting out there, yet to get a wave. His mind must be racing. But there's still 15 minutes to go, Manny. That's enough to get. He needs a combination score of 15, but he's capable of that. And we saw in the earlier heat, Mike Stewart dropped 15 points in 5 minutes. So anything's possible. A couple of other shout-outs. YouTube, facebook.com/IBA World Tour. We've had the Phantom camera out here for 2 days, Manny. We're going to do a special clip and get this amazing action of the last 2 days into a little highlights package for everyone to see. So keep your eye tuned on that. Best thing to do is subscribe to the IBA YouTube channel. And once you do that, you'll get an email alert when we drop the new clips. We've all spoken about we had over 4 million viewers on that last year, and my guess is we might have 4 million people watching this contest. It's been that insane. But then the IBA shop, don't forget the IBA shop. You've got the official pipe shirts, you've got the official IBA merchandise, and it's just got everything you need. It's got the calendar, everything. And last and not least, just a shout out to our sponsors. So big thank you to Ocean Current for all their support. And then we've also got Dave & Buster's, the after party. For those watching online and are going to be on the island, on Monday we've got the after party at Dave & Buster's. Got a big promotion at Ala Moana Shopping Centre, the T&C Go Big promotion. Everyone get down to that. Free bodyboards every minute for 2 hours. That is a heap of bodyboards, people. So if you're on the island, get down there. Then straight after that, we get on the cold ones, Manny, and it's the party.
Yeah.
The official after party of the Pipe Challenge. It is going to go down in history because the event already has. And don't forget, tomorrow we've got the women in the DK. They're going to be busting it out in 6 feet pipe as well. So it's all happening. I'm going to check out, people. Thanks for your support. Strap yourselves in. This is going to be a memorable final, and enjoy the Expression session. And let's see what Benny Player can do in these last 14 minutes.
Wow. Okay, thanks, Greg Taylor. There you go. He pretty much put it all on the table for you. Once again, out in the water, semifinal number 2, 13 minutes, 50 seconds remaining. Ben Player. Time is just melting away for Ben Player. 13 minutes, 43 seconds remaining, and he has yet to catch a wave in this semifinal. He's got to step it up right now because David Hubbard, sitting in 3rd place, is still on the hunt for another solid wave. It is Dave Winchester in the yellow jersey, sitting comfortably with a 7.3 and a 7.85 in the yellow jersey. In the red jersey, with a commanding lead, with a 9.4 and a 6-point scoring wave. He is looking very solid right now. Again, these are 30-minute semifinals. Top 2 waves will be scored. They have a 10-wave maximum, and only 2 of the riders will advance on to the final. Now, take a look at this. Once again, Dave Winchester in the yellow, looking backdoor, big barrel, and he cuts out of there, which was probably a good idea. That thing just unleashed on the shallows of backdoor. Alex Leone. Here we go. Jeff Hubbard making the bottom turn, slides under the pocket, finds the barrel, and he's still in there, clocking some serious tube time, and he has his eyes set on another maneuver, going for a roll on the inside, and that's it for Jeff Hubbard out the back in white, dropping in.
Yeah, Benny Player having a look at this one, going up for a ramp, and he flicks a backflip off the top of that thing. Spins around with a little forward to finish off, so Benny Player still milking this, looking for another section. Don't know if he's going to get it. No.
Wow.
Manny, I'm back. I've had lunch. I'm refreshed. I can't believe I got to watch that last semi-final.
Oh, my.
Oh, my good. And that
unbelievable.
And that quarterfinal. Unbelievable. What about Dave Winchester at backdoor?
That was insane. You were well, let's take a look right now of Ben Player.
Look at this.
Ben Player with a big backflip right there. Lands high on top of the wave, which made it easier for him to whip that thing around and come back down in. But it's almost been 20 minutes before he caught his first wave. He probably should have waited just a little bit longer for the bigger sets to come in. That was Ben Player in the white jersey.
Ben Player, boy from Avalon. 33 years of age. Look at him, 182 centimetres, 78 kilos when he's ringing wet, and 168 pounds that is when we're in America. So Benny Player, boy from Av. I'm sure the hometown of the Northern Beaches is cheering for him, eh?
I've heard from countless of wave riders from around the world that some of the best wave riding they've ever seen at Padang Padang, one of the most famous waves on Bali, is Ben Player. Ben Player is one of the greatest wave riders to come out of Australia, for sure, mate.
Oh, for sure, yeah. He really, look at this thing.
All right, it is Dave Winchester in the yellow jersey. Pulls in deep. There's no way he is. There's no way he is. He is coming out. Dave Winchester had me tongue-tied.
The Mullumbimby boy just racing through that tunnel of love.
Oh, my.
Doing it for the hippies. Look at him.
Yes.
Oh, Dave Winchester.
There's a few of those bodyboarders out there who are just full-on hippies, traveling the world, but you know
what?
Here we go, living the life. Here it is.
Unbelievable. Hooking into this barrel here. Look at that speed trim he's got. so much
Unreal.
so much speed heading into that sort of hook there, and he needed that to come through that little doggy door there. You know what? I've got a little inside knowledge on Winnie. He's actually moving to France this year.
Whoa, are we supposed to tell everybody that?
He's taking the whole family there.
Are we supposed to say that live on the air, that Dave Winchester
I just did,
moving
so
to France?
I just did, so there's no taking it back.
Well, we're going to find out if moving to France was a good call for Winnie, or if it was, it's a pretty big life change if you're going to pick up and take the family to a whole different country. But I'm guessing they went there, they loved it, they fell in love, and they're heading over there. I believe they're there now or on their way after this event. Yeah,
they're going to be moving there early this year. So, but you know what? With a tour, you get to travel a lot too, so he's not going to be spending too much time in France.
I think what he said, France was one of those central destination or central locations where you can start, your travels from Europe and get to most of them at, easy access pretty much is what.
That's right. So, hi everyone watching online.
What's up, everybody? Manny V with Alex Leone bringing you the live feed from the IBA Pipe Challenge brought to you from Ocean Current. And you know what? It's been 1, 2, 3 days of 4 of nonstop action. And you know what? It's not over yet. We have tomorrow. But today we're going to finish off with the winner of the men's pro division. Hawaii has taken us in with open arms by delivering some unreal conditions here at Pipeline.
It's been unbelievable.
We are going to finish off the men's division, and we will see the first pipe champion of 2012 crowned on the IBA World Tour.
Well, you see that camera angle, number 1, our first camera angle on the beach there. The tent is blown off the top of that. There's strong trade winds here.
Just as long as he didn't blow off our cameraman. That is Kaha, one of the hardest working guys I know. And
here we
he
go,
comes
out
from
the
the
back.
Canary Islands. Here we go. This is his water angle. David Hubbard swooping into that barrel and comes out with the whitewash. David Hubbard, kind of quieted down on us in the last 15 minutes or so, but he is currently sitting in 3rd position. Give us a rundown. Where are we at?
Okay, we got just over 8 minutes remaining. We got Jeff Hubbard in first with a 9, 4, and an 8, taking into 17.4. That's going to be hard to catch. Dave Winchester in 2nd position on a total of 15.15. Here's a quick replay of that last wave of Dave Hubbard pulling into this barrel. Gets high line there, comes out that pinch, and a little forward spin as he comes out. Back to the scores. Winnie needs a 9.5 to move into first. David Hubb, he's got a 5.5 and a 2.25, which we'll wait for scores to drop because I'm sure that's going to he'll improve from that 2.25 with that barrel there. Benny Player sitting in 4th position with only that one wave, that backflipper, 6.75.
Ben Player, only one wave. This is very uncharacteristic of Mr. Player to be waiting it out for the solid waves. He only has 7 minutes and 20 seconds remaining, and he needs an 8.4 ride. It's totally doable.
We've seen him in that last quarterfinal with 1 minute remaining and launched that massive backflip to put him into 2nd place, which got him into this semi-final. So never count out Benny Player, especially at Pipeline.
All right, check this out. There is a set coming in out the back. Is Benny Player going to have the fortunate luck to pull off an 8.4 for that 2nd place spot and take it away from Dave Winchester? It looks like the swell, the monster set is rolling in, and here he is, Ben Player in the white jersey, taking a look.
Oh, he's taking a look at this thing, Benny Player. He's going to have a go at this thing. Look at him scoop into this thing. Nice, drawn out bottom turn there. Looking to hit this thing, and sort of feathered out on him. No, he hits it there with a little backflip, and forward spin there. I've seen how west that wave was, and it sort of bent back out to sea. As he went to hit it, it sort of kept barreling, and I think what he was trying to do was draw out a long bottom turn and make his way up to hit that thing. You can see this bottom turn. Like normally Ben will scoop in under the lip here and set himself up in the barrel, but you see him eyeing out this ramp, but it tapered back out to sea, which stopped him from hitting that ramp, and which made him, he had to hit that once it sort of broke off the reef. Still not a bad backflip. He's on the board. We're going to see this score drop. It will take him in a 3rd position, I'd say.
Wow. Very, very unlike Ben Player to, hold out for a couple of medium-sized waves. And very unfortunate, I'm sure Ben Player wanted something bigger, better, but that 6 point on that last wave will get him into that 3rd place spot. Now David Hubbard is searching for a 9.65. Woo! There they are.
5.5 minutes to go.
waiting on the outside. What do you think they're talking about? They're pretty close to each other. They got to be saying something to each other.
Well, normally they don't say too much, but now with this priority system, it sort of takes that competitive edge off of snaking and the hostility. So I'm sure they'll be chatting. And
do you think Winnie's saying, "Oh, mate, I got to pick up some diapers on the way home at Foodland"?
Don't make me do a Hawaiian accent.
Oh, wait.
Okay, butter.
I know my Australian accent needs some serious help. Apologies to everybody watching in Australia for my Aussie accent. I'll try to leave that at home until I get to the box.
Yes.
Then
You got a month to practice.
Nah. All right, so
you need to learn on the Aussie Ocker. It's called.
Right over here, right in that area, right in front of this tent where Sasha Specker is running up. There's a whole crew of South Africans and Australians. So whenever their favorite riders are going big, that whole area just erupts, and it's pretty cool to see and hear from that vantage point.
So far, one Hawaiian and one Aussie in the final. It's Mike Stewart.
One veteran and one, oh, here we go, out the back.
David Hubbard. Looking to backdoor this section. It pulls in. It's gone pretty tight on him. I don't know. You can see that barrel went a little almondy on him. I'm not sure if he, no, he didn't come out of that thing. But like I said, so far in the final, we're going to have Mike Stewart in red. We're going to have Sam Bennett in white. Sam Bennett, kid from Port Macquarie. He's doing Port Macquarie so proud. He's just qualified on to the tour from last year. Made the top 24. To come out in his first event at such a young age too and make a final of one of the, I reckon this is one of the toughest events in the world, especially in these conditions. What we saw yesterday, like 8 to 12 foot waves, and then on to today, you know, like 6 to 10 foot, incredible pipe. I've seen Sam getting some of the deepest barrels, like we saw in that last semi-final. He got an incredible deep barrel there, and he's just showing that, you know, like the skill and the talent at such a young age that some of these guys have makes it so competitive to, you know, to make a final or to even think about trying to go in a World Tour event. Like, that's unbelievable what Sam Bennett's done to make the final here.
Well, Sam Bennett is going to be in the final with Mike Stewart. Mike Stewart has been around from day one. Sam Bennett, he you know, I want to know if he knows who Pat Caldwell is. Does he know who Howley Reeves is? Is he that young? Or does he already know what bodyboarding history is all about? Because right now he is creating history himself, being in a unreal final in unreal conditions here in Hawaii with Mike Stewart and Sam Bennett.
That's right. We got two ends of the scale there. A 50-year-old this year and a 18-year-old or 19-year-old. And we got some action out the back coming here. Look at this.
Wow, look at all the legends on the channel looking into this as they see red.
Oh, my goodness.
One. Jeffrey Hubbard slides in, finds a nice pocket, and hits the brakes with his board, and he comes out clean, looking for the lip section. There it is, a big air reverse spin off the top. Jeffrey Hubbard, and out the back, blue, dropping in.
Look at this one here in the blue. David Hubbard gets a nice barrel, comes out the front of that thing. Wow, Jeff Hubbard. This is what took him to win that event in Mexico. We've seen him doing those massive air reverses out of the barrel.
Oh,
wow,
my.
Jeff Hubbard. What about that double ARS he did before?
Yeah, Jeff Hubbard is on a roll right now, and he wants to get into that final with Mike Stewart and Sam Bennett. And it was a wave exchange. Look at this, out the back. It is Ben Player dropping in. Here we go. What's he going to do?
Dropping into a bomb there. Oh, that thing's already spat and he's in it. And he's come out. Can he roll out of this thing? Oh, that was a heavy section there. Let's hope he comes out of this foam here. Ben Player, keep the dream alive. That was a nice barrel for Benny Player, really thick. And then we got some more action out the back.
Oh, yellow. It is the one and only Dave Winchester in the yellow jersey pulling in, and another clean barrel ride. But, wow, intense wave exchange from every rider on this last set. 4 set waves came in. 4 waves were ridden, and 4 spectacular wave riding skills going down between all the semifinalists. Jeff Hubbard in red. It was then in blue, David Hubbard. Then it was Ben Player in white, and then we saw David Winchester in the yellow jersey, all taking turns catching waves of that set.
Oh, my goodness. There's only, I think, 30 or 40 seconds to go, and I think that's going to be it. But we're going to have to wait for these scores to drop as we watch Jeff Hubbard pulling up the brakes there into the barrel, slotting nicely on that foam ball. You can see that foam ball just pushed him out, gave him enough speed to come down in this next section, eye off this perfect air reverse. Boom.
Unreal. That was
Landed
a solid
softly on
wave.
the top there. Nice rotation. That's going to take us to the end of the semi-final number 2. We're going to wait for scores to drop. I'm pretty confident Jeff Hubbard's won that. We're waiting. It's a fight for second. Dave Winchester, Ben Player.
All these scores are slowly coming down the pipeline. And I see, what do you see? You got the scoring pad over there. Look at David Hubbard. This was the second wave of the set. David Hubbard getting absolutely spit out of that section. And David Hubbard followed up Jeff Hubbard's awesome wave. Woo! Waiting for all the scores to come down the pipe. Ladies and gentlemen, out in the water, we have
Dave
one
Hubbard.
last wave. David Hubbard in the blue jersey. That's all that we have for semifinal number 2. David Hubbard finishing off that final. Now, ladies and gentlemen, as the scores start dropping in, look at this right off the bat. Wingnut out the back. Oh, replay. We're going to come back
Here's
to
Ben
the
Player's
Legends.
barrel.
This
There's a
is
replay.
probably my favorite of the wave exchange that we've seen
Look at
in
him
the
locking
lap.
in down the bottom there,
That
holding
was
that line.
insane.
So much water moving down there. Spits and then he comes out. Looking for a roll here. I'm not sure the points that Ben was chasing there, but he needed a 7.25 and it's going to come super close. But then Winnie was chasing a very high score as well. We know Jeff Hubbard's won this. He got a 9.9.
That's the official results. Here we go. Start from the bottom.
And Dave Hubbard in 4th. Ben Player in 3rd. Dave Winchester advancing through to the final.
Wow.
In 2nd place with Jeff Hubbard taking that one out. So Jeff Hubbard and Dave Winchester moving into the final. Unlucky Benny Player. Unlucky Dave Hubbard. They've done well. It came down to the wire.
One Hawaiian, one Australian.
Could have
That
gone
split
either
right
way.
down the middle. So great to see Jeff Hubbard and Dave Winchester go into the final. But unfortunate, yes, for this guy in the white jersey. He will definitely be in more waves. Oh, wait a second.
Holy
I'm
Reeves.
sorry. Hauli Reeves in the bright green jersey. Whoa! A big roll coming out of that barrel.
Insane.
This guy still has it for sure.
Get this
Hauli
guy
Reeves.
a wild card. Get him in the main event.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. And look at this, out the back. This is in red. Lance and Ronquillo in the red jersey. Ladies and gentlemen, we have 20 minutes to give you some solid riding. Continuing with the Legends heat.
God.
The Legends heat out in the water right now. Harry Antipola, Pat Codwell, and this guy in the bright green jersey. It is Hauli Reeves. They
Going
used
for
to
the
call
roll.
him the Rude Boy, and here he is pulling off a solid wave. I thought this was a semifinal number 3. Unbelievable. So that was
Here we
Hauli
go.
Reeves.
Some more action. It looks like it's Brian Wise or Pat Caldwell, maybe.
That's Pat Codwell in the white jersey. Look at that. Nice
Whoa!
skills right there.
Pat Caldwell with a roll.
He actually was stalling in the barrel. That was Pat Caldwell.
I've got to take that back. Pat Caldwell with the El Rolo.
Yes,
I've got to go back
El
to
Rolo.
saying how it was.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm in. That's my generation right there. So Pat Codwell coming out with the El Rolo, the inventor of